Cool, cool. Okay, so in this webinar, friends, we have some new things. I usually analyze the market, but I found it to be enough for today just to update my blog. It has been updated just an hour ago. I will say a few words about the market at the end, but today I want to do something different. And I want to explain and show examples for some scalping trades I do and some confirmations candles I look for once I'm in the trade or once I am looking to enter a trade. Okay. So I will go and explain today 4 of my preferred candles patterns. Right. I call it special patterns because usually it's not the normal patterns that have been taught in any place. Okay, and of course I have some surprise for you. As you know me, I can't finish a webinar without a surprise. And some new things. I call it 3 in a row. Right, 3 in a row. I will explain it, of course, but let's start with the most common and the most lovely, with the most lovely Marubozus, right? I just take a snapshot of a euro-dollar chart, the daily chart. Marubozu can appear on every chart. What is a Marubozu, and how can we use it, and how can we benefit from it? Does everyone know and want to share us? Let's see how you control the candle patterns Vlad have shared with you on the e-books. Let's see. What is the Marubozu, friends, and what does it mean? Come on, don't be shy. Share with us. Big body, small wicks. Not exactly. Not exactly. Right, closing price is the lowest or the highest. Exactly, Sylvia. Exactly. Exactly. No wicks, no tails. Exactly. This is a Marubozu. Right? The closing price is equal. Right? The closing price is equal the low price. This is a Marubozu. The closing price is equal the high price. Right? We have 3 kinds of Marubozus. Okay, we have 3 kinds of Marubozus. We have the opening Marubozu, right? We have a closing Marubozu, and we have a full Marubozu. What are the differences and how can we benefit from it? An opening Marubozu means that the open price, okay, for example, in a red candle, the open price would be the high price. Right? The open price would be the high price. Okay? We have the closing Marubozu. That means that if it's a red bar, then the close price will be equal the low price of the candle. If it's a green candle, then the high price will be the close price. Right? The high price will be the close price. Now, if you have a wick of 1 pip, it's okay, right? If it's a daily chart, it's okay even if it's 2 or 3 pips, okay? If it's 1 hour chart, then I accept even 1 pip, right? Wick of 1 pip. The most reliable Marubozus are the Marubozus without the wicks, without the tails, the spikes, or at all. But 1 pip, 2 pip is also good enough. Alright, is also good enough. What does it mean? Usually we use Marubozu as a reverse candle. Right? We use a Marubozu as a reverse candle. But it's not always make it work. Okay, but we do have almost 85 I would say 80-85% of the Marubozus would correct at least few pipses, right, after the candle close. What do I mean? And I will give you example. Right, we have few examples here with these arrows. Okay, we have few examples with these arrows, and let's go and try to understand what does it mean. Well, take a look at this Marubozu, the first one. Right, the first one. What kind of Marubozu is it? It's the closed Marubozu, right? It's a closed Marubozu. Why? Because it's a red one, and the low price equal the close price. Right? From what I just said, after a Marubozu, usually we have some corrections, at least for a few pipses. Right? If it's a daily chart, it could be 20, 30, 40 pips. If it's a 4-hour chart, it could be 15, 20 pips. If it's 1-hour chart, it could be 10, 15 pips retracement. Right? And why? Because usually, it's a kind of situation that I like to call it a big sales, right? Imagine a big store. Right? Imagine a big store makes a sellout, right? Make a big sales. Okay. What happens in the same moment? Everyone run to this shop, right? This store, and buy the stuff that's just in the sale. After a Marubozu is created, that means that everyone bought, for example, if it's a green Marubozu, everyone bought the euro, right? Now everyone have the euro. How can they profit with it? If they sell it, right? If they sell it. For this who opened here, sorry, for this who bought the euro here, they would like to sell it here, right? Because they made this move, and this selling brings and creates these corrections. Was my English good enough to explain it?
Very good.
Is there any questions, friends? Katie, come on, it's not okay to lie. Fabulous. It's sure that fabulous it was not, but okay, it was good enough. All right. Thank you. Okay, so this is just the logical explanation behind it. So how can we use it? Okay, I personally know only one person, not too many, only one person. He is from China. I call him Mr. Lee because I don't know his actual name, to be honest. But I know him from my blog. Right? He's a follower of my blog, and he started to use this Marubozu as a scalping. He uses it now for almost since August. How long is it? For almost 6 months, right? For almost 6 months, and he uses it with a scalping. For scalping, right? He sees Marubozu. He made the opposite direction. Okay. He sees Marubozu. Let's see a green Marubozu, right? He sells. Here he closed. After a few pixels, he closed. Okay. He see a red Marubozu. He buy. He close after a few pips. He don't take all the moves. Just scalping, right? It's a kind of trading, and I like this idea. And to be honest, it works because Marubozus is between 80-85% correct for scalping, right? And I always ask you, friend, don't believe me. Do not believe me, please. Go and test it for yourself, right? The fact I have beautiful eyes, just kidding, just kidding, is not enough to believe me to trade the Marubozus. Right? Just go and try it. Try it. Okay, and you will see how beautiful it works, right? Well, about the time frame, I suggest to use it 4 hours and above, but 1 hour chart is also good enough to use. Okay? 1 hour chart is also good enough to use, but I prefer 4 hours and daily. Right? I think they are more reliable. Okay, so just to go over, yes, for the scalping, because on 5 minutes and 10 minutes you could not scalp. You could not scalp with it. You can't. You can use it on every chart also, right? You can use it. You can use it on euro, on British pound, dollar, yen, dollar, franc, dollar, CAD, Australian, every chart you want. Really, right? Really. Okay. So, but again, please do not believe me. Just go over and try it. Okay. And I will help you with my special bonus that I have for you tonight. It's not ready yet, also, but it will be soon. Okay, and you will have it. But and this just I take the last situation on the market. This is the daily euro dollar, all right? And I just want to prove you how nice it is. Watch this, Marubozu friends. Did we have a retracement? Yes, we did. Right? Watch this, Marubozu. Okay, I took all the Marubozus. Watch this, Marubozu. It's an opening Marubozu, right? Opening Marubozu. Did we have a retracement? Yes, we did. We have another Marubozu here with 1 pip wick. Can you see this wick? 1 pip on daily chart is okay. I accept it. Did we have the retracement? Yes, we did. Okay. Here we have another one. 2 in a row. We have a closed Marubozu and the retracement. We have an open Marubozu, the red one, and the retracement. Right. Then we go all the way here. A Marubozu and retracement. A Marubozu and retracement. Okay. So you judge. Okay. You judge. So that's the first idea, how to use the Marubozus. Well, another situation I like to use Marubozus, another situation I personally like to use Marubozus is combined with divergences. Combined with divergences. If we have a Marubozu, right? If we have a Marubozu and we have a divergence, right? And we have a divergence, I look for an inverted pattern on the chart, on the candle, sorry, to confirm that I am going to see the divergence work properly. I explain myself, okay? MACD. I love the MACD. Okay, I will explain myself. For example, let's take this euro dollar. Where is it? Let's take this this chart. Okay, for example, and we'll see this. Okay, we have a Marubozu here, right? We have a Marubozu here. We have the bullish pressure, right? We have the bullish pressure, the bullish divergence. We have a kicker, a bullish kicker. It's a kind of another pattern I will teach you today. I will share with you today. Okay, it's another great pattern I like. Okay, and we had, this is actually the trade we had. Okay, it's actually the trade we had on the euro. We were kicked out quickly, and I was expecting a reverse from these levels, but it never happened, and the euro flied up. But it does not change the fact that this Marubozu and the inverted, right, kicker, which I call the equal tails, I will explain it, with this divergence, pushed the euro all the way up. Right? Pushed the euro all the way up. Right? So just for example. Okay. So that's actually about the Marubozus. 2 ideas how to trade them. Use the Marubozu combined with divergence and an inverted pattern to go with the divergence. It's very reliable. It's very rare, but it is very reliable. One of the most reliable situations on the markets. And the second idea is to scalp. I don't mean by scalping, I don't mean take 5 pips, right? I don't mean to take 5 pips. I mean to take 20, 30, 40 pips, depends on how big the time frame you use. If it's a daily Marubozu, you can go and look for 40-50 pips, right? If it's 1 hour Marubozu, then look for 10-15 pips. You will, when you try, you will figure out the numbers. It's very easy. When you try, you will figure out the numbers. That's a personal promise, right? Just try it, okay? Well, I don't use it to scalp, but as I said, I already have one follower that does use it. So, you know, I'm just happy to share. Okay, he uses it and he likes it. He makes a great job, so why not? All right, any questions about the Marubozu, friends? Alexander, about your question, don't ruin my surprise. All right. All right, cool. Another idea, friends. Another idea for before you scalp. Usually after a Marubozu, usually because of the energy, because of the energy, the direction first continues little bit and then we see retrace. Okay. Usually after the Marubozu, we have the continuing of the trend because of the energy, right? And then we see a retrace. Here, the same situation, okay? It's pushed down because of the energy, little more down, and then bam, retrace. Here again, little more up and retrace. Okay, so just an idea. Okay, I can see more questions. Chuck said, what do you mean inverted pattern? The standard patterns, Chuck, such as kicker, hammer, engulfing, harami, right? Evening star, morning star, three soldiers, dark cloud, etc. Right? The standard patterns. Do the currencies also like the fill a gap? Yes, Marlon. Yes, and it's one of the most easy way to trade, and actually it's very profitable if you trade the gap correctly. But you know, it's so rare. It's so it happens only on Sundays when the market opens. So, but it's an idea. It's an idea.
Chuck asked, what do you mean inverted pattern?
You're welcome. Alex, I'm not sure I understand you. Not sure. Can you please re-explain yourself?
Can you hear me?
Okay, so if there are no questions, I go for my second
Chuck,
pattern.
can you hear me, Vlad?
But there is a question, I can see. Roman asked, what range of stop loss would you think for a scalping? I don't know. I never tried it by myself, Roman. I can ask Mr. Lee if you want, but I don't know. I really don't know. Really don't know. Never thought about it. Okay. No, it's okay. I will try to ask him. I will try to ask him how big the stop loss he uses. But I guess for scalping the stop loss must be bigger than the profit, you know. Right? Okay. All right. So the second. Sorry, Steve said, what would be a trigger or entry to trade this as a reversal? Combined, as I showed in this example. Right here, just a second. Here it is. Okay, a Marubozu, and then a kicker up. It was a situation that was combined with the bullish divergence. When it's combined with the divergence, then after a Marubozu, you have a candle pattern, a standard candle pattern, such as an engulfing, kicker, hammer, etc. It's a situation to enter. 1 pip above? No, actually, after the close of the Marubozu. After the close. Right? Awesome. So the next pair, the next pattern, and one of my personal biggest love, is the equal tails. I know it's something new for some of you friends, but I love it. I love it. I use it. And there is a summary. Oh, summary. And I like it because it makes many sense. Right? The equal tails. I will explain it, Adam. I will explain it. The equal tail situation means that the market has very healthy situation. The market has very healthy situation, and I will explain it. First of all, what does it mean a healthy, an equal tail, right? I call it tails. You call it wicks. Some might call it spikes. It does not matter. The most important thing that this is the body, right? The body of the candle and the wicks, tails, etc. The body and the tails. The body and the tails, right? It could appear on any situation on the market. It could appear on any situation of the market. Okay? But there are two situations that I find more most reliable. First, with a break. Okay? First, when it breaks some resistance, okay, some resistance or last high. For example, or of course a low price if we're aiming down. Okay. For example, here we had this up move and we had a stop, right? We had a stop here. Then after this stop, okay, pay attention, friends. The red one looked like an equal, but it's not equal. Can you see it? The lower tail is bigger than the upper, right? And then we had this green bar. Can you see? We had this green bar with equal tails. Right? Now it's a good question you asked. Does it mean the tails must be the same amount of pips? No. There could be a difference, 1, 2 pips. Right? It's not has to be exactly the same. Right? It could have some differences, 1, 2, 3 pips if it's a daily chart. Right? But you do have to see on your eye an equal tail situation, right? And this is an equal tails. Okay. I also made some calculation, and it is, right? It is an equal tails. Equal tails. Now watch what happened. This high was broken, right? This high was broken, and this high of this candle was also broken up of the last candle, and the green candle also closed above the high of the previous candle. The high of the previous candle. In such situation, most likely the trend will continue. Right? Now we had this situation with a gap. With a gap. You see it? Equal situation after a gap. Alright? Okay? Again, we had this high, we had the break up with a gap, with equal tails. Equal tails means it's a healthy market. It will probably continue the trend. Why? Because, imagine friends, imagine it's a daily bar, okay? It's a daily candle. During the day, there are so many wars between the bulls and the bears. The bulls create the high, the bears create the low, right? There are up and down, really like a roller coaster, we call it, right? Crazy situation during the day. But when the day ends, okay, and we have a balanced, like Alex said, situation, right? A balanced situation and an equal tails, that means that the bulls in this case, because this candle is green, controlled the whole day, control the whole day. Okay, we had the wars up and down, but then they closed with a healthy body, right? With the healthy big body of a candle and equal tails, and that means that probably we will have a continue of a trend, and we had one. Then after another correction, can you see a correction here? It's a flag. Okay, it's a flag pattern. We had another candle. The same situation with the direction. It broke the last high. It closes above the high of the previous candle. We continuing up. Again, correction. Up. A break of the last high. A close above the high of the previous candle. And we continue up. And again. Okay? And now a different situation. Okay? This was the first situation when we ride the trend. Now the opposite situation. Okay? Now the opposite situation. Here. Okay? When an equal candle appears after a correction. Okay? It does not break the correction. Like in these cases, it breaks the last highs and close above the previous high, the previous candle high. Okay, but such in this situation, after a big correction, it has an equal tails candle. Okay, this is the second situation when it's very reliable, and usually the market will continue on the same direction as the candle points. In this case, it didn't happen. Well, it made some pips above, but then we had all this down move. Okay, it failed. But this is the second situation when these patterns works the best. Okay, this is the second situation when these patterns work the best. All right. Then we have the third situation. Okay, for the U-turn situation. And what do I mean? I mean such in this case. If you're a skeptic friend, then we had a bearish divergence here. And we had equal tails with a healthy body, right? With a healthy body candle. That means that probably all these divergence is reliable, and we will see a rebound down, a U-turn of direction. We had a down move, and then we had another candle that confirmed that we are on the right way, right? Okay. Then we had a candle that I want to explain you why probably it will not work. Okay, it will not work because it is not after a divergence. It is not after at the end of a correction, and it is not a candle that continues the current trend, which is downtrend, right? Which is downtrend. Okay, it's not all the three situations I've mentioned. So why should it work? Right? And as we can see, it did not work. It failed. We had some up move, but then it retraces all the way down. Okay, all the way down. Questions? It's one of my most lovely candles. I use it, and I like it very much. It could be used on every chart, but as I said, not once. I prefer to use the patterns for 1 hour chart and above. It's just more reliable. Questions, friends? Any questions? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right. Okay. No. A kicker is a different kind of situation. A kicker is something else, Alexander. A kicker is a situation when it opens with a gap, and close above or below the 50% of the previous candle. Okay, so not at all. Kicker is just the name of another candle with a gap. That's all. When the ebook coming out, well, you have the ebook, Anders. Come on, you have the ebook. You can download it on the members area. Right? You have all my ebooks there, friends. Well, I don't have so many of them, but I think that they are useful. I think that many of them make some sense. Okay. There are explanations. Others. There are. I just want more. All right, I will. Actually, to be honest, I do work on some new ebook. With the little surprise I have for you here, but okay. Let me just continue. Do you also use tweezers? 2 weeks the same would be more reliable. I know, Merlin, I know many traders that use it, but I don't. I found it not to be so reliable on the Forex market. Maybe I'm wrong, Merlin. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's only my opinion. Okay. Okay. Exactly, Sylvia. All right. On E-mini, it could work much better than on Forex, Merlin, I think. Okay, so the next one, friends, would be the double Doji. Well, I don't have so much to explain because a double Doji is not a pattern that could be used as it is. Double Doji must come with something special. Double Doji is a situation that must come with more confirmations on the chart. And I will explain. First of all, double Doji does not mean we have to look only for Doji. We could have a candle, a little candle with some little body. Okay? Such in this situation, it is a double Doji. I treat it as a double Doji. Right? Or here, this situation, I treat it as double Doji. Here, the same. Right? But double Doji, as I said, it's something that should arrive with more confirmations. For example, a break of a trend, a break of a resistance, a flag pattern, at the end of a correction. Okay. So, for example, we had up move and a correction, and a double Doji appeared. So logically, we will have to look for a break up above the high price of the double Doji, right? Again, why? Because it was an uptrend, a correction, and double Doji appeared. Probably the trend will continue, at least until the last high. Okay. Then another double Doji that created with a gap. Can you see? With a gap. The gap, the bullish gap, was closed. Okay, but because it's a bullish gap, I am looking for a break up, right? Then we had a situation at the end of the uptrend combined with bearish divergence, right? Combined with bearish divergence. So in this situation, I will look for a breakdown. Okay? Then at the end of another double Doji, at the end of correction, a down correction of the last up move, can you see it? Up move and correction. Here I will look for a break up. Okay? After an uptrend, close to the double top, I will look for a reversal, a down break. Okay? Here, next one is a situation that usually I prefer to skip, but if we pay attention, this situation, can you see it? is a flag pattern, of all these up move, correct? Of all this up move. It is a flag, all this situation. Okay. So if we have a break above this double doji, okay, it will break also the flag up. Okay. Here another situation, another double doji.
Welcome to Go-To Training, online training made easy. There are 28 other callers on the call.
Okay. Also would break up and continuing up, there is no trade. Why? Because there was a bearish divergence here. Okay. So after divergence I look for breakdown, sorry. Never happened, never made a trade. Okay. Alessandro, this is a kicker, for example. This is a kicker. Okay. Just for example. A kicker with an equal tails. Can you see it, friends? A kicker with an equal tails. And look what happened. Right? Another candle with equal tails. And look what happened. And here I had this double doji, but again, all this situation is a flag pattern. You see it? Is a flag pattern. So I will look, it's a flag pattern after all this up move. Okay? I will look for a break above these highs of double doji. Okay? So again, double doji is not a candle pattern that you can use as it is, right? But it is a situation that could be used with another combination. All right? Any questions about it? Oh, my pleasure, Melissa. My pleasure. Okay, the body of the double doji could be with little body, right? It does not have to be doji, the classical doji. It could have some body, 1, 2, 3 pips. It depends on how big the tails, okay, the wicks. Okay, so are you ready for a surprise? This would be my next ebook, and you will get it. So first of all, I will start with a good surprise. Okay, and it's not the ebook. An ebook is not a surprise anymore, friends. It's just a gift. Okay, from me to you. But the surprise is that my team are working on an indicator that will combine all these candles together. And you will get it for free, of course. An indicator that will indicate you, will alert you when you have Marubozu, when you have double doji, and when you have equal tails pattern. Right? And you will choose how many the deviation could be, right? How many the shift could be between the equal tails. 1, 2, 3 differences between the tails. Okay? How big the body of the doji could be? 1, 2, 3 pips. You could play with it as you wish. Okay? So you will get it, friends. And I also woohoo, Nicole, as you did.
I'm surprised too.
It will be just a gift for your friends, because if I find it useful, these patterns, I think you will find it also useful. And once it's ready, you get it. Okay? It will take some while, friends, maybe 2-3 weeks, but it will be ready. All right. So now, after the great news, I have some more news and one more pattern that I find very, very, very special and very reliable. And to be honest, I didn't share it till now because, as you know, 2010 was just over now. almost 1 month, but just over a little time ago. And I've been testing the next pattern I will show you during 2010. I didn't test it on 2009 and 8, but I did test it on 2010. And here it is. I call it 3 in a row. Maybe some of you already familiar with it, and you know it. I don't know if it's special. I just found it to be very useful, that's all. And I will explain what does it mean. I want to see 3 lows going the same direction on the same line, such here, or here, or here, 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 right? All this situation, the same spot, not 1 pip, not 2 pips below, right? The same line, right? All the lows touch the same line, and I look for 3 tops touch the same line. All right. Once you have it, but they must be on a row. They must be on a row. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? If you look, for example, let's take this one, 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. It will not be good. They must be on a row. Okay? When you have these 3, look for a break of this downtrend. For a few pips, not 1 pip, for a few pips, 5 pips, for example, 6 pips. Okay? Put the stop. If it breaks down, put the stop below the low, below the last high, and enjoy the ride. Usually, it will bring more than 1-to-1 ratio between the stop loss and the take profits. Usually, it will bring more than a 1-to-1 ratio between the stop loss and the take profits. You could close 80% at the first target. You could close 80% at the first target, and you could give the 20% right. I call it 3 in a row. Just a name, Byron. You can call it crazy Vlad stuff. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it 3 Byron lows. Really, it's just a name, you know. But I have to name it so so you could understand what I mean. No, it's not, Katie.
I thought that was a joke.
Cows. 3 cows, Katie, not 3 crows. Right? Again, it has to be the same spots, 1, 2, 3 on the same line, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. I just can't count more than 3 in English, so that's why I figured out this candle pattern. If I could count to 4, so I would look for a 4 in a row. Just kidding. Okay, so 3 in a row, highs or low. All right, 3 in a row. Okay, a break if it's a downtrend of the lows of the high. Sorry, look for a break up. If it's a downtrend of if it's an uptrend of the lows, look for a breakdown. In such example, it didn't happen. In such example, it didn't happen. But here happened. Here happened. Here happened. Okay, can you see it? Here happened. Uptrend. Okay, sorry. Here uptrend happened. And another thing, don't look for two. I call it 2 bad angle, but you know my English. Okay, don't use these angles. Don't use 2 straight angle. I don't know how to say it in English. Nicole, can you help me, please? 2 steep. Oh.
Steep.
Okay. Okay. So, thank you, Andrews. Two steep angles. Okay. Don't use it to steep angles. Right. Adam asked a fantastic question. How many candles after it could break? Immediately after the third candle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, a break. The first candle must break. Okay, 1, 2, 3, the fourth candle must break. 1, 2, 3, the fourth candle must break. The 45% almost Valerie probably would be the best. Yes, probably would be the best. I would say even maybe for a 60 angle, 60 degrees angle, right? But not more. Okay. I found it very useful, but I will ask you once again, friend, please don't believe me. Go to your charts and try to figure it out. Please. I've tested it on 4-hour charts and daily charts. I never tested it on lower time frames, even not on 1-hour chart. Never. I tested it on 4-hour charts and daily charts. I never tested it on lower time frames. Just sorry because it was too difficult to test it all. Okay. Yes, pending orders could be used. Pending orders could be used, and also manual trading can be used. Okay.
Steve asks, do we wait for the close of this breaking candle or take the trade on the break?
We take the trade with the break. 5, 6 pips break of the line, we take it. The stop loss would be if we break down below above the last high, 1 pip above. Okay. Here we break down. This is the high, 1 pip above. This is the break up, 1 pip below the low. Okay. But friends, please pay attention for the idea. 3 in a row. 3 in a row. And they must touch the same line, the same spot, on the pip. Right? Such a situation with 1 pip break above the line is not good. Is not good. Yes, you could, Steve. You could use it. You could close take profit 1 on ratio 1-to-1 with 80%. You could use even lower than 80. I just love the 80, but you could use 70 or 60. It's okay. It is okay. I just love the 80. And that's my craziness, you know. I can't say it's the best way, but oh, I see. Well, actually, Steve, we do work on some news for some fresh news for the SRS, so you could choose also how many to close. We have some difficulties with the explanation for the EA how to do it, but we do work on some new fresh stuff for SRS as people asked. People asked for some good things. I also think that they will be good things, and yes, it will be done. But again, I beg your pardon. It will take some while because too many projects, too many things to do, and also some great surprises I prepare for you, and we all prepare for you. The Forex signals prepare for you, and you will start enjoying it all during the next 2-3 months. All the surprises will be ready for you. Believe me. Okay. We promise that 2011 would be the best year. We will do it.
Yes.
That was convincing, Nicole. Yeah.
I'm excited.
You sound like, yeah, you sounded. Alexander asked, is the entry and... Come on, Alexander, you know why you don't understand so much English?
Elongation.
What does that mean? You speak Russian, Alexander.
How the line gets longer. It elongates. It gets longer.
Sorry?
Elongates is like it gets longer. That's the best way for me to...
I still don't understand the question. It must be 3 in a row.
In other words, fourth bar.
Oh.
The
Four? Okay, now I understand.
Thanks, Wade.
Yeah, it's good that Wade already know me. So yes, 3 in a row, and the first must break, right? Must break. Once it breaks the line, 5, 6 pips below the line, we enter for selling. 5, 6 pips above the line, we enter for buying. But the main important thing is the 3 in a row. Well, that's all, friends.
Adam asks, any
recommended pairs? I tested the majors only the pairs that works with the dollar. I never tried the crosses such as Euro Yen, British Pound Yen, but I can almost guarantee that they will work also there. I can almost guarantee it. It's not so common situation, but when it happened, it's reliable. It is. Just watch the charts. Okay, so friends, thank you very much for your time. I just hope that you found it interesting as I did, and you will find it useful as I did. But again, please, friends, do not believe me. Just try it first, okay? Just try it first. That's the most important thing, right? Thank you very much for your time, friends, and I wish you the best day and the best continuing the week. And about the market, I just uploaded a post on the blog, so you can just watch my expectations there. Okay, friends. And I watch the euro. If it continues to do this mess, we might close it. Okay, I will watch this pair for definitely. Anyway, I do think that the U-turn of the market is about to come. And if you watch the US dollar index, you will find exactly what I mean. Okay, just watch the US dollar index, and you will see all the bullish divergence being created from the dollar. Right? Thank you, Nicole. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Wish you the best day.
Great surprise.
Ciao, friends. Goodbye.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.